There's a fairly new company in town. They've got a big billboard, and their catchphrase is the last roofer you'll ever need. And it came to my mind that at my age, any roofer that I hire is likely to be the last roofer I'll ever need. It's questionable whether time is still on my side. A few months ago, a viewer commented on one of my earlier videos and said that he was having a new roof installed, and he asked, when he was getting the estimate, he asked if he could get a reduced price rather than a 25-year warranty. And I thought that was pretty funny, but there's a certain amount of validity to it too. Just so you don't misunderstand, I'm not depressed about getting older or running out of time, if you will. I just find it a strange and interesting place to be, that's all. I've never been here before. I've said before that I accept the inevitableness of aging, and I'm grateful for whatever time I have left. It's like when I'm driving around the countryside and I see a property for sale that's interesting and has some appeal. You know, first thing that pops into my mind is what it would be like to buy it and build a small house on it and put in a nice garden and maybe raise some chickens or something. Well, then it strikes me that I probably don't have that in me anymore, or the time to make it happen well, to do it well. And then, you know, eventually, or my next thought might be, well, you've already done that. You had your time. And that's fine too. I'm perfectly content with that. It's just, first thing in my mind is to do these things, do them again, whatever. Not going to happen. And there's that hesitancy of starting long major projects because of the time factor. You know, big projects take a certain amount of time, and is that how you want to be spending your time? How I want to be spending my time? Motorcycling's been a pretty big part of my life for quite a while. I've been on some epic cross-country rides, east and west and north and south. But they take a certain amount of time and a certain amount of stamina, and I don't have as much of either as I once did. I think I still have a trip or two in me, but I'm going to put that to the test in the spring. Take a trip down to Texas to see my old Navy buddy. I have visions of camping along the way too, but I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. It's a little different sleeping on the ground when you're 75 than when you're 40 or 50. It'll take a little longer to accomplish this trip. You know, at one time I probably could have done it in a long weekend. This one will probably take a week or so, or more. I don't know for sure. I won't be able to put in those 500-mile days like I used to. My iron butt days are behind me, no pun intended. You know, you hear the phrase from time to time, do it while you're young. You don't think too much about it. You put it off. One day you wake up and you're old. You're the one telling people, do it while you're young. How did that happen? When did that happen? Age has a way of sneaking up on you. It's like the frog in the boiling water story that you've probably heard. You don't realize it's happening to you while it's happening. You can put things off for a lot of seemingly good reasons, but don't wait too long. I'm a little cautious about giving advice because there are so many variables involved in everything. But something to keep in mind is that one day it's all going to end. And you don't want to be left wishing you had when you had the chance, but didn't. Nobody knows how many years they'll be given. We're all given the same number of hours in a day. If you handle the hours well, the days, weeks, and months seem to take care of themselves. Like I said before, I'm at total peace with my life and getting older and whatnot and where I am right now. But that doesn't mean I still don't have moments of melancholy as well. I think most everyone wants enough time to do all the things that they want to do, but there are no guarantees. So you do the best you can. It's said if you want a guarantee, buy a washing machine. So there's that. The older I get, the more valuable my time seems to be to me. I'm relaxed with it, thankfully, but it does come to mind more frequently these days. Like the channel title says, how terribly strange to be 70. Hard to imagine what it'll be like to be 80, 85, 90. Peace and joy.